Hello, everyone. Today, I want to address the topic of how to improvise with chord progressions and avoid certain mistakes. In my classes, I see my students sometimes and I know what they struggle with. So, one of the mistakes they make, let's say, if you are to start with a progression on the first degree in C major, so C major chord, sixth degree A minor chord, fourth degree F major chord, and G major fifth degree. So this famous progression that everyone knows, heart and soul. Students like it. We don't know why, but it's popular. So this progression, some students I see, they're starting their left hand, they're putting their left hand in the bass clef. So I'm making up an improvisation with my right hand, but my focus is on playing the root position of each chord in the bass clef in the low register. You want to avoid that. Under the bass clef, C bass clef, I would say that the sounds are too dark and we can't really hear properly the chords, so it's better to play them here. So avoid the low register under bass C if you want to play chords. If you're spreading out those chords, that's fine, but not in root position. The second is they play melodies sometimes that never stop. They go like this. So it's like someone who never stops talking. It's, we can't breathe and we're not listening anymore. So it's not to say that in the middle of an improvisation of a melody you can't go wild. Maybe that's something you can do. But if you want to create a nice melody and improvise a nice melody, think in phrases and breathe. Something like this. So think da, 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 breathe. Da, 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 breathe. Da, da, breathe. I made my third phrase a little longer and not to always do the same thing, but if you find a nice rhythmic cell that you want to repeat, that's nice to create a melody with a repeated pattern or an interval that you like. And also sing it, when you play it, it's going to be more musical. You won't go do da ba ba dee da dee do da da dee da dee da. You won't, go wild all the way if you sing. It won't be possible. So think in phrases. Also, some of my students play really fast when they start improvising. They go like. And when they go fast, when they start improvising, when they go fast, is that they're overwhelmed right away. So I always tell them, go slower, be a master of what you can control. That's what my mentor David Darling was always saying. And you have more time to hear and to listen. More time to listen to what you want to play when you go slow. Otherwise, you're very overwhelmed. And the next one that I see a lot of my students do is they want to do too complex accompaniment at first You know, let's say you have this chord and you're starting to feel, what else could I do with this? And they go do 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 do. Then, but when they add up the right hand, they can't keep up, you know, with the left hand. So I always tell them, simplify your accompaniment. You know, I'm searching as I'm playing, but it's just to tell you that if you start complexifying your left hand, do something more simple in your right hand to balance both, but also not to be so overwhelmed that you won't be able to keep up with the improvisation. And of course, I'm showing my students all kinds of different accompaniment they can play with. But it's just to say, you know, first of all, try not to play the chords too low in the register. Try to play melodies that are making phrases and breathes, and there is silence in between phrases, and try to play slower when you improvise, and try to make less complex accompaniment in your left hand, or if you're playing fast in your left hand, then simplify your right hand so you'll be able to balance everything and not to be so overwhelmed. So these were specifications I wanted to add up to the chord progressions. You know, every time I choose this one because, you know, this chord progression, but there are others for sure. But it's just this is the most common one, and it's very easy to understand what I'm saying, but this applies to all the chord progressions that you want to play with. So let me know what you're thinking about this, and comment in the comments, and I'll answer you for sure. If you have questions, I'm open to answer your question. So have a great experiment with these chord progressions and let me know. Have a great day, everyone.